I didn't get sleep last night.
Welcome, the Gamer Man's Lounge. Awaken to play.
Hopefully things are going well for you guys. As for me, welcome to the Gamer Man's Lounge. I am Lord Gamerman of this lounge, here with a wonderful video. Thought of an interesting idea for a video. Now, the Mac Mini. I unboxed it, gave it a month, and said my review. And I liked it. Impressive. I was impressed with the base model. Quality burp. No, that could have been better. No quality burp, no quality burp. It could have been better. But, with that totally said, I know ever since the Mac Mini, I have a feeling that people, okay, I will admit it, me included, are going to be stooping to making their own version. And the situation here is there's going to be some caveats to it, and that's going to be the thing. Because I did some digging around myself, and the results may not be pretty. In case you're curious and you're wanting to make your own Mac Mini, you're not going to like what I have to say, but here's the thing. Now let's go through what the Mac Mini really is. So, the Mac Mini, it's a smaller and compact Mac computer. I have my video notes with me. Yes, I assembled it myself. And the Mac Mini reduces space, and going forward, it's going to be carrying Apple Silicon, like, say, for example, the M2 Mac Mini, which is the one that I got. Now, if you head on over to the Apple Store, you could get one customized for you. But you have to go through the guys officially over at the Apple Store. Or you're going to have to figure out what model is going to be available at the Best Buy and Amazon. Okay, but if you head on over to the Apple Store or Apple website, you can have it customizable for up to M2 Pro. But not just that, 8 terabytes in storage and 32 gigabytes in RAM. And like Mac computers, Mac Mini is going to be more ideal for productivity and content creation, and like office stuff, spreadsheets, and yes, content creation, dual PC recording and streaming. That is, if you got a hold of the Elgato HD60X, get a hold of that Elgato HD60X because it's the latest Elgato capture card that is compatible with Apple Silicon because it was made with Apple Silicon in mind. So something to keep in mind. Now the dimensions, excluding if you were to basically have the thing laid down horizontally, have it flat with its stomach down, but if you want to have it up vertical, here's the thing. It's going to be 7.8 by 7.8 inches. So we're looking at that size, okay? Pretend it's 7.8 inches by 7.8 inches. So that's going to be something like that. And this is according to the official website, and also that number is rounded to the nearest hundredth. So keep in mind of that. Now, a lot of you guys know, okay, here's the footprint, here's the thing, okay? Now, before you jump to the idea, here's what you're going to need if you're going to go ahead and make your clone version of the Mac Mini, okay? To make a Mac Mini clone, you're going to need an ITX form factor build that's going to be about the same size as the Mac Mini, an ITX motherboard with Wi-Fi and Type-C, an ITX-friendly GPU, meaning that's going to be 200 millimeters, below 200 millimeters, okay? One example is MSI's Aero ITX RTX 3060 12GB. That's going to come with 12 gigabytes of VRAM, and it's an RTX 3060. Okay. And you need a PC size that's going to be conservative in space. Like I said again, 12 inches or below. Pretty much as close to and close enough to around the same size or the same design as the Mac Mini. Okay. Alright. And you can't cheap out on the processor because here's the thing. You're going to need an Intel Core i7 or a Ryzen 7 CPU or better. You can't go with i5, can't do Ryzen 5, i7, and more. And you're going to need a reliable cooling solution, so Noctua is going to be your friend. And for Windows, because we're going to be going with Windows, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and also Windows 11. And yes, if you combine the parts together, it's going to be pricier, but it's going to be, let's say, cheaper compared to having a 32 1 terabyte Mac Mini over at the Apple Store. So you're going to be saving money while still saving space. Okay, now I put together a concept build. Now keep in mind that the concept build, it's a concept build, nothing is finalized. I did not get the parts. Alright, I may not touch on this concept build. I may not be able to do that. Only time will tell. If I'm going to be able to, I'm going to be able to. But here's what I have put together. I looked around for parts on Amazon, and I assembled together a quick little list, and here's what's about to go on for this concept build. The case is going to be a Zizou A1P Mini ITX. Alright, that's going to be around, this is a case that's going to be around the same size as the Mac Mini. The motherboard is going to be the ASRock H670M ITX AX. That's going to carry some Wi-Fi and also probably Bluetooth, because I've seemed to notice how a lot of Wi-Fi motherboards are saying, hey, Bluetooth is also included, because, I mean, what do you expect? It is the way that it is. Alright, and it's going to be an LGA 1700. The CPU, the processor is going to be 12th gen Intel Core i7 12700K. And the CPU fan is going to be Noctua NH L9i 17 Chromax Black. Like I said, Noctua is going to be the friend. And the GPU is going to be the MSI Aero ITX NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 12 gigabytes. Okay, because it's going to be like 150 something millimeter in length. Okay, the RAM is going to be 32 gigabytes, Team Group T-Create Classic 10L DDR4, and the max speeds are going to be 32 megahertz. The storage will be a 1 terabyte ADATA SSD Legend 800 NVMe Gen 4. That's going to be an NVMe SSD Gen 4. And the power supply unit is going to be a 1U power supply, which is gonna fit the Zizou case. Okay, the A1P case, we'll go with that. So the power supply unit needs to be 600 watts. So 600 watt power supply, you'll be doing good. And for the case fan, Noctua NF-A9 PWM 92 millimeters brown. Whatever I can, however many I can fit in. If I can fit in one, oh well. But like I said, Noctua is going to be my friend at this point. So yeah, like I said, can't cheap out on the CPU because it has to be close enough to the same level as Apple Silicon. So you're going for Intel Core i7 12700K, or you could go previous gen, whatever you can find. So if you want to put together this concept build or an example build, something to keep in mind. Now, as I went ahead and look up parts for my concept build, here's the situation and here's the things that I ran into. And here is my gripes, and I have it together, like I said, in my video notes. Now, for the issues, ITX cases such as familiar size compared to Mac Mini are going to become more rare and can be extinct soon. And the ITX size GPU, 200 millimeters or below, are going to be rarely developed, okay? And if you want more of ability towards gaming, yes, I understand. I have seen the benchmark videos for RTX 3060, 12 gigabytes for Doom Eternal, and damn well impressive. We'll go with that. It's an interesting, I mean, damn good PC port for Doom Eternal, but anyway, with that totally said, if you want more ability towards gaming, I would go the TI class. And the only thing that I could think of is, what if they're gonna, because people are still making ITX friendly cards that are gonna be, let's say, 200 millimeters below 200 millimeters below. Seem to notice that, saw that in an article on video cards. Okay. But what if somebody decides, or what if people decide to come out, oh, we're gonna give the ITX-friendly, ITX-size GPU also the 16 gigabyte model. Okay, so let's say there's gonna be an RTX 4060 Ti 16 gigabyte ITX-friendly that's gonna be below 200 millimeters in length. Now, I wonder the reception about the 4060 Ti 16 gigabyte model. I mean, at least there's more VRAM, but the 40 series has not had a pleasant reputation. It's a doggy-dookie reputation at the end of the day. Now, capture cards like Elgato will not work with integrated CPUs. Alright, there's going to be like integrated GPUs and processors. Alright, there's integrated, because there's a lot, there's going to be integrated graphic stuff into the processors. No, that's not going to work with it. So capture cards like Elgato's, they're going to need a discrete GPU, meaning Radeon, NVIDIA. Okay, that's going to be the thing. So, and that's where I say you're going to need an ITX-friendly GPU that's going to be below 200 millimeters in length. Okay. And with that totally said, for further ability in gaming, like if you want to play bigger titles, or you want to run games at a more 60 frames per second guarantee, then I would suggest you go for a dual PC build, because you're going to go for a separate PC build that's going to be very different compared to the idea of a Mac Mini clone build. Okay, because you're going to be utilizing a dual PC. The Mac Mini clone is going to be the one that's going to capture gameplay footage and live stream the gameplay footage and do all the editing and do all the wonderful stuff, while you have this separate dedicated gaming computer build where you could do the gaming on. And that can be the thing. So your gaming PC can stay focused on being the gaming PC, and you can go ahead and have video feeded through an HDMI port that's plugged into an Elgato capture card, in which that Elgato capture card is going to be plugged into your Mac Mini clone, and that's going to be utilizing a dual PC build idea. Something to keep in mind about. So, and yes, the Mac Mini clone build may be pricey, but it's going to give you more RAM, it's going to give you more storage, and it's going to carry a GPU that won't hurt the intended size of the build. So, it's not like you're going to be able to get your hands on Apple Silicon ever. The only means of getting your hands on Apple Silicon is going to be your Mac Mini, and you're just going to have the Mac Mini M2 chip already integrated into your Mac stuff, or your Mac Minis and iMacs. Where is the M2 iMac? Curious. Good. Something to keep in mind about. Now, you're going to want to be sticking with Windows, because there's going to be more software variety, especially video software included, video editing software included. But iMovie is going to be Mac exclusive, and so is Final Cut Pro, so you're going to have to be saying goodbye to Final Cut Pro, or you could just get a Mac Mini. Okay? And this kind of... Okay, so I put together a paragraph to pretty much state the overall thing involving the thing, so I'm going to get in details with it, so here we go. Here's the overall. As ITX designs around the same size region as Mac Mini is little and will be smaller later going forward, GPU designs will eventually go past 200 millimeters in length. This will make the idea less and less possible. The build that will save tons of space on your desk, just like what Mac Mini does, will be more difficult in terms of tracking down the parts, and possibly later impossible. More cooling will be more of a focus for future GPU generations, or computer generation. As a result, the ITX-sized GPU designs will probably be, unfortunately, phased out, and ITX cases will evolve to ensure a GPU with up to 34 millimeters in length, or greater, to fit in. Airflow is the most popular topic right now, and when it comes to computer case designs and Airflow is going to be a challenge to ITX cases. Okay, unfortunately, you will have to compromise with the build with a size that is going to be too big than the intended region compared to the Mac Mini. However, the fate of ITX builds is only something that time will tell. Also, let's not deny that people will innovate, and it would be no surprise if someone sees takes like this and sees it as a challenge. Besides, if the ITX form factor goes out, the mini PCs, the Mac Mini included, will be thinned out. I will have to disagree with that last statement because here's the thing. Office spaces and doctor's appointments, they're going to be utilizing these mini PCs that are going to be for like office spreadsheets. And I will say the same thing for computer lab computers. Alright, that might be the thing. So, something to keep in mind about. And also, I don't think we would see that get thinned out, but I understand ITX cases are going to be evolving. But I know people will bring up, like, we're already seeing liquid-cooled GPUs, but the situation here is how you're going to fit in AIOs for CPU cooling and GPU cooling. That's the thing. Or not everybody is going to have the ability to do a custom loop liquid cool. That might be the case. So, something like that. But people will innovate. I'm not denying it. Alright, let's not underestimate the power of people evolving things, and that could be the thing. But, like I said, it's going to be hard finding the parts to put together the build that's going to be the same size as the Mac Mini for your little Mac Mini clone. Alright? So, and you're going to have to go with Windows, so you're going to have to figure out what video and music production software that's going to be good for your buck. Or check out the latest Humble Bundle that's going to be bundling video editing software with music making software, something like that. But like I said, when it comes to ITX case designs, they'll stick around. But again, time will tell. With that totally said, that is all, and I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.
This is a video product made by a fellow gamer man. We hope that you enjoy the content, and we also hope that you enjoyed the shenanigans. We'll be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out. Heyo!